Parmesan cheese is a major industry in Italy. On average, about 3.6 million wheels are produced each year, and the industry is worth around $2.2 billion, roughly $2.5 billion, making it one of Italy's top exports. Every wheel of cheese is made in a restricted area in northern Italy within the Emilia-Romagna region. The original name, Parmigiano-Reggiano, literally means from the cities of Parma and Reggio Emilia. So how does milk turn into such an expensive wheel of cheese? And what makes it so special? We visited a production facility in Parma, Italy to find out. The incredible flavor of Parmesan begins in the wide open pastures. There, the cows live a pretty relaxed life, grazing on fresh grass and locally grown grains. This diet produces a special kind of milk rich in lactic bacteria, which plays a key role in giving Parmesan its signature taste. The milk is collected twice a day, early in the morning and late in the afternoon, then left to rest overnight. During this time, the lactic bacteria quietly go to work turning milk sugars into lactic acid. This gives the milk a slightly tangy flavor and helps set the stage for the cheesemaking process. The milk is poured into massive copper vats, each holding up to 1,000 liters, enough to produce 2 wheels of cheese. A single wheel of Parmesan can cost over $1,000. On average, each wheel weighs about 88 pounds, which means it sells for more than $11 per pound. The milk is gently heated to around 36 degrees C, about 97 C, roughly body temperature, the perfect environment for beneficial bacteria to thrive. To kickstart fermentation, cheesemakers add in fermented whey, similar to sourdough starter in bread making, and rennet, an enzyme that helps the milk coagulate much like yogurt. This liquid contains billions of live lactic bacteria, helping the fermentation process proceed quickly and consistently. Next, the curd is broken up using a tool called a spino. This step has to be done quickly, as the enzymes are only effective for a few short minutes. After that, the copper vats are heated to around 53 to 56 degrees, 127 to 133 degrees. This temperature helps eliminate harmful bacteria while preserving 3 beneficial strains. The once loose curds now come together into a large mass of young cheese, weighing over 220 pounds, with a distinct, grainy texture settled at the bottom of the vat. After about 45 minutes, a solid mass, weighing around 220 pounds, roughly 100 kilograms, is lifted out and placed onto a soft linen cloth, like a temporary cradle to support its still fragile structure. The cheese mass is then hoisted up and carefully cut into 2 equal parts. This step requires absolute precision, as the cheese is still very soft and delicate, making it prone to breaking. After the cut, the cheese still contains a lot of moisture, so it's placed in a strainer to drain before moving on to the molding and pressing stage. Once drained, the cheese mass is gently placed into a plastic mold. Each wheel is fitted with a unique identification tag, allowing it to be tracked and monitored for quality throughout the aging and handling process. At this facility, up to 180 wheels of cheese can be processed each day. Thanks to advanced machinery and an automated transport system, the production process has become much more efficient. After the initial 2 days of shaping, the cheese is wrapped in an additional embossed mold and placed into a metal mold for another 2 days. This is where Parmesan gets its signature uniform shape. The firm pressing inside the mold also helps expel any remaining moisture, making the cheese denser and more solid. 4 days later, the cheese enters the salting stage, a crucial process that lasts for 19 days. Each wheel is placed into a brine bath with a salt concentration of 16 to 20%, which means about 160 to 200 grams of salt per liter of water. The brine is kept at a temperature between 10 and 13 degrees, 50 to 55 degrees C, cool enough to inhibit harmful bacteria, but still warm enough to allow beneficial bacteria to continue their work and support the aging process. During this time, salt slowly penetrates deep into each wheel, helping form a hard rind, a natural protective layer for the cheese inside. Next, the wheels of cheese enter the aging phase, a long period of rest. They are moved into special storage rooms, massive warehouses filled with thousands of neatly stacked cheese wheels. To ensure each cheese wheel is placed in the correct spot, an intelligent machine system gently moves and arranges them onto pre-marked shelves. While many types of cheese only need a few months to age, Parmesan requires much more patience. Each wheel needs at least 1 year, sometimes up to 2, to develop its rich, nutty, and savory flavor. During this time, a hidden world of microorganisms is hard at work inside every wheel. They release enzymes that break down proteins, gradually forming a structure that's firm yet crumbly. And most importantly, gives Parmesan its signature melt-in-your-mouth sensation. However, even a small mistake in controlling humidity can lead to mold growth, potentially ruining the entire aging process that takes months to complete. To ensure each wheel of Parmesan reaches peak perfection, the cheese is turned every 15 days, so the flavor develops evenly across the entire surface. Especially programmed robotic arms handle the flipping and cleaning of each wheel. They work with precision and consistency, gently rotating the cheese, wiping down the shelf, and placing it back in exactly the same position. After about a year, the Parmesan wheels begin to develop their signature deep brown color, and the rind becomes noticeably harder. That's when they enter the final inspection phase. In the quiet aging room, seasoned experts carefully examine each wheel of cheese. Using a small hammer, they gently tap the surface and listen to the echo. A trained ear can tell which wheels meet the standard and which ones don't. They also extract a small sample from the interior. This sample is thoroughly tested to ensure the aging process is progressing correctly and the cheese is developing as intended. Next, the Parmesan wheels move on to the packaging stage. A precisely engineered automated system ensures that every piece of cheese delivered to consumers meets the highest quality standards. The large wheels are cut into smaller pieces using specialized saws or cutting wires. Depending on the intended use, they can be shaped into neat blocks, triangular wedges, thin shreds, or even ground into powder, suitable for a variety of culinary needs. Automated system then seals and labels each portion of Parmesan. Depending on the product's characteristics, packaging materials like vacuum-sealed plastic foil or wax paper are used to preserve its flavor and quality. The labeling system not only provides complete information about the product and brand, but also ensures compliance with food safety regulations. More importantly, it enables easy traceability, the final guarantee of Parmesan's trusted quality. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets behind this legendary cheese, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss the next deep dive into the world's most fascinating factories only here on Factory Secrets.